Hey everyone, welcome back to the Looney Bin. And I am here today with an amazing, super special guest, Felissa Rose.
Woo! Hi. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here on my channel with me. I'm so excited.
My pleasure.
So, I got to get right into it. We got to talk about Sleepaway Camp because how can we not? How did you come across this role of Angela?
Uh, that's it. That's an awesome question. I just like all little girls wanted to sing and dance, and my parents said, "Hey, let's really do this." So when I was like 9, they found a local manager in New York for me, and I know you can't tell I'm from New York, my accent.
Not at
Um,
all.
and and the first audition I went on was for Sleepaway Camp, and
Oh,
I was
wow.
so it was 35 years ago right now. And I met with Robert Hiltzik, the original writer director. And immediately when I met him, we hit it off. You know how you just connect with people? Like right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, she's so awesome. We just immediately connected. And I knew from that audition, I was like, I got this part. And my mom was like, okay, stop. And then I got a call back. And a couple of months later, they called me to do the part.
Oh,
My,
wow. So that was your first audition ever.
my first like professional audition.
Okay.
It was my first, movie. It was my first movie audition.
Okay. Had you done anything before that, like commercials or like little small things?
Just a lot of musical theater. I wanted to be a musical theater star. I wanted to be on Broadway.
Oh.
I was like a fan of Annie and Anything Goes, and I was really into musical theater. I would go to the theater a lot with my I had a lot of cousins in New York growing up, and we would go into Manhattan and see a chorus line and Oklahoma and all the great musicals. And I was enamored by the performers on stage, and I just thought, I do. And I went to elementary school with Adina Menzel.
Oh,
From
no way.
Yes, so she was 2 years younger than I was. I played her father in the Pirates of Penzance. She was Mabel, and I was the Pirate King. And
Oh, that is
I'm a
so awesome.
spoiler alert. I'm always the man. I'm always the man.
You poor thing.
Like every show. Ridiculous. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
that's awesome.
Um, yeah. So
So
from the beginning.
let me ask this. Now you go in for this audition, you get the part right away. Do you know going into this audition what the twist is going to be?
No, no. Michelle Totosian, the producer of the movie, who
Hmm.
was actually Robert Hiltzik, she's his wife now of however 30 years, but at the time was his girlfriend. At the callback, there were about 10 girls, and a few of them were from Annie on Broadway. Allison Smith, who was on Kate and Allie, and she was Annie. A whole bunch of these little New York City, you know, uh, Broadway girls were there. But I was the only one who was dark haired. Like everybody was blonde and red hair. And Michelle came out and said, "I have to speak to each mom." And my mom was with me, and we were like, okay. So she pulled my mom aside and said, "There's something we want to. I love that you're smoking. I, I love how you're just so cool." So she said to my mom, there's this ending, and my mom is amazing. She's an amazing woman, and she was just like, yeah, she wants to be an actress. Sounds cool. Okay, we'll make it happen.
That's so awesome.
It was fun.
So they pull your mom aside and they say,
And they say, "You ready?"
yeah.
They say, at the end of the movie, it appears her character is really a boy. So we're going to make a penis and strap it on her.
Oh my god.
Hmm. So my mom was like, I think at the time my mom was just like, well, it's the callback. We can deal with, the details, the little details later. So, so I don't know how they were going to pull off a strap on because I was really a girl. I did have little boobies.
Right?
Like in the movie, I was strapped down with an ace bandage
Oh,
under
okay.
under my little Camp Arawak shirt. I had an ace bandage. But Ed French, in the documentary we just did for the Shout Factory, the Blu-ray, he said, and here I was molding a penis.
Oh my God.
Molding a penis, like, I don't know. But everybody in the shop, he said, just thought that's not really going to work.
Yeah.
So they decided to make a mold of my face and put it on a boy.
Okay. So that was not you.
So the close-ups are really me.
Yes, you can definitely tell that's your face.
That's my face. But the long shots are this, 18-year-old they found hanging out at. There were a lot of colleges where we filmed, like, upstate New York, like Albany State and whatnot. And they found a young guy. I don't even know his name. Poor guy had to drink like a bottle of Jack Daniels and cried.
That was going to be one of my questions. Who is this random person who showed his dick in the movie without his face?
He's the star of the film.
He kind of is.
He's the reason it has any success. I mean, that because the ending is really what gives Sleepaway Camp. I think the ending sets it apart, let's say.
Oh, big time.
Cheesy and fun, and
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't think to this day there's anything out there like that. I remember seeing the movie when I think I was maybe 10. My parents were very lenient. They let me watch any kind of horror movie I wanted to. And I remember seeing it and being like, this is insane. Like, this is crazy.
It's weird. It's, and obviously now 35 years later and having analyzed it, for exactly 35 years, there's a lot to it. It's not like just you're like, oh, there's a killer running around with a mask. It's like there's a lot of gender issues and a lot of, bullying. It was provocative for its time. There's a homoerotic undertone that's not, that's so different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
When you think about, people think Aunt Martha was really a drag queen, and the dads, and Angela trying to figure out her own, gender identification.
Right. Yeah, definitely interesting.
You be quiet.
What kind of dog do you have?
What's that?
What kind of dog?
I have 2 dogs. I'm a dog lover. They're Jack Russell Chihuahua Rat Terrier mixes.
Oh.
Really cute. She's sweet, my little sugar, but she's I rescued her. And then we have lizards and frogs and a cat, and I have 3 kids. So my life is insane.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Like I said, you're fitting him into the loony bin just perfectly.
I love the loony bin.
You're so cute. Oh my God.
Oh, thanks. So this is sugar.
Say something so they can see you.
Can you see her? Oh. You see her? She's my love. She's never been on an interview. Okay, thank you.
Oh my God, it's a first.
This is your first. So she, okay, basically only likes me in the family. So when I go to conventions every weekend, she hides.
Oh.
So I just got home last night from a convention. So she's like, Mommy's home.
Oh, so, she's sweet.
She's
what con did you do this past weekend?
Okay, thank you. Sorry. I was at Days of the Dead, Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. How was it?
So fun. Amazing. It's a huge convention, and oh my God, you ready? So I fangirled out the whole weekend because guess who? I always, lucky, knock wood, I get to sit next to some amazing people like Kane Hodder and Tony Moran, and this weekend Linda Blair was there.
Oh, awesome.
Dee Snider from Twisted Sister.
Oh, that is awesome.
It was like having front row seats. I was just like this the whole show. He was so awesome. And he kept coming over and giving me hugs, and his line was insane, but he was really sweet.
That's really cool.
Like one of the most genuine. I love when I see guests because I'm a huge fan of the genre. And I love to see people who are grateful. to be there and humble and giving, you know, to the
Yeah.
supporters and friends who come out to see us. So.
Was that your first time meeting him?
No, oddly enough, we both worked for Fangoria years ago, like 13 years ago, and we hosted the New York City Halloween parade. So we got to spend some time together, but it was so quick and so many years ago. I never got to really get to know him too well, but he's a doll, so that was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans.
Oh, it's no problem at all. So speaking of cons, and obviously I know you have a great reputation. I'm sure you already know that for being the nicest, most genuine person. Everyone who's met you in the horror community has said great things about you. I
appreciate that.
Yeah, everyone loves you. So I was wondering if has anyone asked you to sign like something super strange? Or what's the strangest thing someone has asked you to sign?
Like dildos?
Seriously?
Yeah, I signed a lot. Of course. Yeah, everybody wants to, you know, show me their penis now. And everybody wants to see my penis now.
Of course.
They're like, do you really have a dick? I'm like, of course I do.
Hello.
So no, curling irons are fun. I've
curling irons.
The Judy, you know, the Judy curling.
The Judy iron thing. Oh wow, yeah.
That biatch. She deserved it.
She was such a bitch.
What?
She did deserve it.
She was like this the whole movie.
She was. It was so bad.
Like that big old side ponytail with those perky little, you know, and that little face. And I love Karen Fields. Like, we were best friends on the set. She's such a good actress. She played Judy so well that we were all like, get her. You know, I want to kill her. And Kathy Kami too was such a doll. And
is it the counselor?
Meg. M-E-G.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So bitchy.
Possibly the sweetest women you could ever meet, and played the bitchiest parts. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you. That was another thing I was gonna ask you, is if you had made friends on the set. Like, how was everyone?
Oh, it was dreamy. It was like really going to camp. You know, like, we're all young. We aged. You know, we were between. All of us were like 13 to 15, and then a couple were 18. You know. I had my first real crush. Like, I was crushing hard on Jonathan Tiersten.
Really?
It was really cute.
Really cute.
Yeah. And especially he was like bad boy, you know, like he was, hey, you know, don't pick up my cousin. And I was like,
I wondered if you would ever have a crush on him because he was adorable.
So we dated.
Really?
So I liked him so much that I sent a note on the van. We were in vans because we had production vans that took us from set, which was a real camp. It was Robert Hiltzik, the director's real camp. We traveled 30 minutes to our little like strip mall thing, which was like a laundromat, a bar, market, and the motel. And in the van, I sat in the back, he was in the front, and the girl who played the counselor in the beginning on the boat, you know, like the pretty blonde.
Yeah.
Let me have a try. Allison Moore, she was so cute. She and I were little girlfriends, and she passed the note. I said, I like you. And so, you know, we, like a weekend, we started kissing.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
And then he broke my heart, and we had to shut down production for a day because I was brokenhearted. I couldn't.
Are you serious?
I don't really remember that. That's what they all tell me. You know, I was 13. They said that Robert took us bowling to get us back to normal because because all these like cute girls came to play in the volleyball game, and they were older, and he liked one of them.
That little stinker.
That stinker. So he, but he, he's like one of my best friends today. We talk all the time.
You do? That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You'll have to have him. You'll have to talk to him.
I would love to have him.
Oh my gosh, he's crazy. He's funny. He's a character.
Is he still cute?
Very cute. All like buff. But he's blonde, kind of blonde hair now. He dyed his hair.
Oh, okay.
So.
Wow, that's interesting. I feel like I just got a juicy story about your dating history on Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, look. Laurie gets me to talk. She's better than Oprah.
Oh my God. Lord help me. I do like that. Oh, your dogs are great. Okay, here I got something.
The whole thing, like the kids are coming in. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. The whole family gets an interview.
Come and say hi. She's so cute. So my kids are in like everything I produce and everything. I produced the metal band Slayer's music videos. So I had Caroline Williams and Bill Moseley play parents, and they needed 2 little girls. Come here. So this is my daughter Lola. Oh, we just got back from like swimming and hanging out all day. Come here. And so this is Lola. Say hi. I don't know if you can say it.
Hi Lola, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
Lola's awesome. Lola is like the most awesome. She's my home girl. She's so awesome. My best friend.
So she was she was in a Slayer video?
So she gets killed by Danny Trejo in a Slayer video, and her parents are Bill Moseley and Caroline Williams.
Stop.
I said, one day you're gonna thank your mama. All right, one day you will be like, oh my. Right now she's like, oh, that's the guy from Spy Kids, and so it's cute.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
So fun.
And now your daughter Bianca was in Tales of Halloween, wasn't she?
Halloween.
Yeah, that's so cool.
She was so good. She blew my mind because she plays like a little killer, and she was 9, and she was like cursing and with the hatchet. I was like, wow. So.
Oh yeah, doesn't she? She calls the lady a sick fuck or something.
Yeah, she's like, take this, you fucking sicko. And everybody's like, are you cool with it? I'm like, yeah, she has the prosthetic on her eye. But that's how they grew up, like my husband was in a band called CKY. So I would always take them to shows from when they were in my belly. I toured, and, then they come to set and see me all bloody and,
So yeah, they're used to it. They're cool.
They're kind of like for them, it's just every day, the way it is. So it's cool.
Right.
I want them to remake Sleepaway Camp, and I want Bianca to play Angela.
That would be phenomenal.
That could be, and I could play Aunt Martha.
That would be so great. Oh no, that just simply wouldn't do.
Oh, you're amazing. What a freak.
She was such a creepy character.
Take care of the kids.
Who left you to her?
Who left me?
So sad.
Crazy. It is sad.
She was a total kook.
And we always wonder if Ricky knew.
Oh, the whole time.
We lived together. You don't think he walked in on me in the bathroom once in a while? Come on.
He had to have.
He saw me in the shower.
This is a good fan theory. I kind of like this.
You like this?
I really do.
I actually think he was involved.
Oh, he is part of it.
Somebody came up with something amazing. I hope I could remember that. Like, Aunt Martha was my father's lover.
Oh, that is a good one.
I know. I don't know. I don't know how it would work out, but anyhow. Sorry.
No, I like that. I want to hear all this weird stuff.
But that's what makes Sleepaway Camp so interesting. It does lend itself to all this crazy theory and idea and like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Have you ever seen Like, I know there's a lot of merchandise out there, and there's a lot of homemade stuff out there for sleepaway camp. Have you ever seen anything like offensive regarding the movie that has come out?
Well, I just saw and signed a piñata with a huge dick. So it's like this little paper piñata and I signed the penis because it was seriously like, I mean, in comparison, it was a little piñata. It was like, 2 feet tall with this big old penis hanging out. It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. And they couldn't sell it. So they're like, we can't sell this. I said, put it on my table. And sure enough, some chick came by, it's my birthday, and I collect really weird shit. I'm like, this is the toy for you.
Clearly, you came to the right place.
Came to the right table. And there it was.
That's so funny. Oh my God. That's great. I saw on Etsy someone made a shirt with your famous face, obviously, and it says "fuck gender roles" on it. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's true. Like, let's just be happy. If I had like one motto in my life, it would be to just I love everybody and live like really positively,
Yeah.
Like,
I can tell that you live like that.
And I hate the BS of like, I don't know. I don't like judgment, and I don't know. It sucks.
Yeah. No one has time for that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I know you talked to Jay from Fright Crate, Jay Stevens.
Oh, he's so sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. So he had a question. This question's directly from him.
Yay, Jay.
He wanted to know, do people literally just think you're a dude?
That I'm nude?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you're nude.
Oh, yeah.
All the
Everybody
time.
thinks it's me. And sometimes I'm like, it is. Fuck with people. Yeah, it is me.
Yeah, that was my dick.
Me and my dick. I'm the chick with the dick. That is my life. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I freaking love it. I love being the chick with the dick. That, like, it's so... I always say, Sleepaway Camp gave me a life. It really did. For the cheesy little small film that it was in 1982, it was badass in the fabric of my whole world. My husband was the biggest fan, just like sought me out. So I always say I have a career because of it. I have a husband because of it. I have a life because of this movie.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a cult classic. Huge, huge following on that.
But yeah, people definitely think that's you, right? Yeah. Yeah, 1982, we could just walk around with our dicks hanging out.
No one cared.
But they really didn't, because when they called Robert to give him a rating, he was like, oh, shit. And they're like, well, we have bad news. And he's like, yeah, I figured. They're like, we have to give you an R. He was like, oh, that sucks.
That's a rough one.
So happy.
I don't think there were a lot of rated R movies at that time.
I guess not, because they were like, shocked that he was okay with it. But he is full on frontal nudity, full on dick. We were before the crying game.
Yeah, yes, you were. You might have inspired it.
That's like one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. That's a great film.
It is a really good one.
Film. Yeah, Neil Jordan is amazing. Yeah.
Equally disturbing.
It is. It is. Like, wow, right? It's so cool.
So people literally just think you're a dude all the time.
So they think I'm a dude all the time. I love it. I am a dude, though.
I love that you fuck with them. And you're like, yep.
Yeah, why not? It's awesome. It's so cool.
Have your kids seen this movie?
They have. Because, again, they've come with me to conventions and stuff, and it's like, why do people talk to you, mommy? Why do they, what is this camp movie? Why do they talk about your penis so much? Everybody wants a piece of my dick. I don't know. No, so one day my husband was like, we have to show them. I'm like, okay. Apparently he'd shown them years before I was involved. But I think he skipped over a few parts. But they get it. They know. They're horror fans, my kids. So, you know, they love like Chucky and Friday the 13th and Halloween and, you know, Poltergeist, Misery, The Shining.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and they know so many people. Like I just said, they know Bill Moseley and Caroline and Danny Trejo and Kane Hodder and Tiffany Shepis is like their aunt, you know. So for them, they fortunately see it a little bit differently, you know.
Yeah. Well, they know obviously that it's not real. They know these actors who played these characters and stuff.
Oh my God, PJ Souls loves them. We always tease because my husband's in love with her. So we were all at a convention with her a month ago, and she's like, "I'm just gonna take over." I'm like, "Okay, stepmommy, I'm out. You're in. PJ Souls is your new mommy." Lucky you guys.
That's adorable.
I love her. Yeah.
She's known for her tits, like as much as you were known for your dick.
It makes perfect sense. We
Doesn't
could be
it?
the perfect family. Tits and a dick and a whole, yeah. She's a beautiful woman. She's beautiful inside, outside. She's another one. You know, but I haven't met too many assholes. I mean, I have to say, like, I've been told, like, people have come to my table and they're like, so-and-so is rude. And I'm always like, you know what? Maybe they're having a bad day. We never know unless we're walking in someone else's shoes. I don't know. But she's so lovable. Delicious.
I met her once at a con. She was extremely sweet.
Isn't she just like the most down-to-earth, like huggable?
Oh, yeah.
So is Mark Pat, who I'm super tight with. We're the two scream queens.
Love it.
We always sit together. Yeah. We're the queens of the show.
Are you at a con like almost every weekend?
Almost every weekend.
So you actually enjoy it.
I love it. I love it. I love people and I love meeting people and I love the genre. So it's fun for me to go because I'm a collector and I love meeting everybody. I mean, I'm good friends with Sid Hagen. This weekend I got a signed picture.
Oh, yeah?
You know, he wrote something really dirty on it. I still don't know what it says, but something about he's going to get my ass and do something. And I'm like, because I worship him. I love him. But yeah, I go because I love every aspect. And I love to travel. So my husband doesn't like to travel. This is something people don't know. My husband hates traveling because he traveled so much on tour.
Right.
So for me, like the way I get to go and travel, and like I'm taking my kids with me. Like I took everyone to Arizona to Mad Monster Party with me. And then at the end of the month, July 28th, I go to New York City for a screening of Sleepaway Camp. And I'm bringing my girls as a girls' weekend.
Oh, that's really cool.
So like I parlay it into an event. I'm an adventurer. You know, I love adventure. You know.
So you get to see all these cool places. You get to meet fans. Like it's such a win-win for you.
I get to be immersed in the genre. You know, I get to see friends. Like I said, we're all like a family. You know, every weekend it's reuniting with whether it's Caroline Williams or Jordan Ladd, Brink Stevens, you know, Tony Todd, whoever it is, it's a reunion of sorts. Yeah.
Is there anyone that you wish would go to a con that you could meet that you have not met yet?
Can you guess?
No.
Pamela Springsteen.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
She's never done a con. I've never met her. We would get along really well. And we'd be buddies. I'm horny.
Someone needs to get in touch with her.
What's that?
I said someone needs to get in touch with her.
Yeah, and I'd love to meet her brother. Love to meet the boss.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's weird that I've never met her, and she doesn't talk about Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, she doesn't?
No. She didn't even talk about it when Shout Factory did the Blu-ray.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't think it's ever going to happen. But, yeah, I haven't met her. And I'd love to meet Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, Jesus, yes.
Right? So
that'd be a really good one.
yeah.
Do you have a horror movie crush? Character or actor?
Like in real life?
Yeah, like who's your crush?
Like
in the horror genre.
Like when I go to convention.
Whatever you want, however you want to answer that.
Well, and he knows it, and and he's a dear friend of mine, and it's awesome. Kane Hodder, he's.
Oh yeah.
He's because we're close with him, and we love to be at conventions together and sit next to each other because I fight. Get away. Why are you at that table, Camp Crystal Lake? Come over to Camp Arrowhead.
Oh, that's great.
And we photobomb each other, and because we just worked together on Death House.
Okay.
On the movie, and he's the star, and I'm one of the producers, and I acted in it. So we got over the past few years from doing so many conventions together, and then we worked together, and we were just together this weekend. It's always he's an awesome person. So I love him, and it's also because I have a crush on Jason. I love Friday the 13th, and I love that hulking, big bad mask wearing tough guy. And I love Tony Moran. He's another one. I just met Matt Lillard. He's cool.
Oh yeah.
He's awesome.
Oh yeah, he's starting to do a bunch of cons too.
Yeah, he's out there now. Yeah.
That's
and my
cool.
girl crush is Mink Stoll.
Who is that?
From all the Mink Stoll from the John Waters movies.
Mink Stoll. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she sat next to me, and I swear she was gonna get a restraining order. I was like, any chance I got, I was like, I love you. She was like, okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's hilarious. So your favorite, I've heard this before, your favorite horror movie franchise is Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah, you got to get that in there.
Got to get that in, yeah.
Can I give you a fuck, marry, kill? A horror-related one?
Okay, so I loved you. I loved you from Hello because you're just awesome, and thank you for having me. And then I see you smoking, and you're so chill, and I freaking love you even more. And now you're playing my favorite game. Are we playing? We could play it twice. Are we playing characters or are we playing actors?
I'm going to give you some characters.
Characters.
But yeah. I might have a couple for you. All right. Okay. So, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers. I think I know where this is going with the Jason.
Oh yeah. So I would fuck Michael. I would marry Jason, and I would kill Freddy.
Oh, Freddy's out, huh?
He's all burned out.
Yeah, he's a lot to deal with. I agree with that.
He's not. Yeah, he's got issues.
He does. Yeah, well, he's a child molester, so it's a little weird. It could get a little weird.
That's why I'd kill him. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, he's got to go. He's out.
And I protect my bestie, Mark Patton. So it really makes sense.
There you go. It's perfect for you. I love that. And I love that you're willing to play this game with me.
Oh my God, it's my favorite game. We do it on movie sets all the time, but we do it with the cast and crew.
That's awesome.
We're like, yeah, we're so ridiculous.
I love that. All right, I'll think of another one for you. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this one off the top of my head. Um, Fuck, marry, kill, The Mummy, Frankenstein, and The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, and I just met him. I would marry Frankenstein. I like the big hulking guys.
You
I
do?
would crush on the creature. Because he's a sweetheart. I met him. And I don't know, I would just kill the mummy because he's, I can't see him.
He's a mummy. It's too much.
He's a mummy. It's too much. It's good. Come on. That with all that.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you so much for playing with this. This is amazing. All right. I would have to ask you one to just put you on the spot. How does it feel to be one of the most desirable women in horror movie history?
I think that's so cute. Oh my God, no one gets me to blush, so thank you. Usually I'm like this big mouth pain in the ass, and now I'm like, I think people. You know what I think? I think people really, in a really odd way, I'm going to say, people seem to feel protective because of Angela. She was very picked on.
The poor thing. She was so bullied.
She was severely bullied. I mean, they were horrible.
And so people respond to you like in that way.
I think so, because you want a funny story? It's not really that funny. I've told it before on an interview.
Yes.
So I'm super, super close with Tony Moran. He's like one of my dearest friends. And we go to a convention in Chicago like a year and a half ago. And he'll remain nameless, but a ridiculous manager to one of the guests started doing dumb things to me, obscene things, like trying to stick his tongue down my throat and block me like into a wall. But I was with a whole group of friends. And quite honestly, so people who know me are like, she can handle herself. I'm just like, get away from me. But I got annoyed, and I said to all my friends, let's go into the VIP party. It was in a tent. Let's walk over there. Well, while walking there, I passed Tony sitting in the lobby with a bunch of his friends. And he grabbed my arm and he said, you look upset. You look flushed. Like, what's wrong? And I was like, and I knew better. I was like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm fine. And he's like, no, you don't look right. I know you. What is up? I'm like, Dave, I'm fine. So he grabbed all my other friends. He was like, what happened? What happened? I know something happened. She's never like that. They're like, nothing, Tony, nothing. If she said nothing happened, nothing happened. We proceed to go to the party. He proceeds to ask every person in the lobby if they saw anything, until he got one person who said, yeah, that guy over there was hassling her and trying to make out with her and being mean to her, and it was bad. Tony waited for the dude to go into the elevator.
Oh my God.
And beat him to a pulp. But the story is, then the cops and the ambulance came and everything, and they were going to arrest him. And I said, no, if you're going to arrest him, you have to arrest me. And he's like, no, sweetie pie, they're not, no. He says, baby doll, no, baby doll. And then all these other women came out and said, that guy did that to me. That guy did that to me. So they were going to press charges against the dude. Nothing happened. And
that's crazy. That's a crazy story.
But it was like, he was so protected.
Yeah.
Isn't that a crazy story?
It really is.
I love my Tony and I were like this.
Yeah.
He's badass.
It sounds like it. It's pretty awesome.
We all protect each other, but yeah, that was pretty intense.
Yeah, that's a really insane story, actually. Thank you for sharing.
Not that I condone violence, but I condone protecting those that are being, pushed around. And I'm like that. If anybody ever messes with friends, or I get really crazy protective.
Mama bear, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, and very loyal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could tell. Can you tell? Everyone wants to know this. And I know I looked at your IMDb and you have so much like happening right now. I think I saw like 7 things in production. So what do you have coming up?
Well, I have Death House coming out soon, like in the next few months. They just signed the Entertainment Factory Studios who put it out. It just signed a deal with the distributor. It will be in theaters, limited theatrical. I have a huge movie coming out, but I can't talk about it. And it will come out in the fall, and it's probably, aside from Death House, which is amazing, a tremendous movie, it's the biggest movie to date.
Wow.
So it will probably be one of the only movies ever that I ever do in my lifetime. First of all, that I'm so proud of, so honored to be a part of. But anyhow, with that, I'm super stoked for that. And then Garlic and Gunpowder, which is a movie, we have our premiere on Thursday. It's a comedy that I did, and I play a 350-pound mob boss, and it has everybody in it. It stars Stephen Chase and Jimmy Duvall, Vivica Fox, Michael Madsen, Judy Tenuta, Marty Cove, Dean McDermott, Angelo Pagan, so many amazing actors. And then I did a really fun movie called Ugly Sweater Party that comes out. That's about this evil sweater that somebody got at like what do you call it? Not a thrift store. And it has somebody was killed in it, so it still has the evil.
Oh my, that sounds phenomenal.
It's amazing. And the guy goes to a camp at a party and is like possessed by so I played this like New York annoying like camp owner. So it was funny.
It sounds really cool.
And I worked with a man named Michael Rodriguez on a couple of movies that come out, Lake of Shadows and Love Starved. And then I have a movie coming out called Terror Tales that I'm really proud of, with a bunch of amazing horror actors. And now I'm producing, so I have a bunch of movies that I'm working with Vernon Wells on. We're co-producing a movie that I'm proud of. And Harrison Smith, my partner, and I, he's the one who wrote and directed Death House and Garlic and Gunpowder. We have some really big stuff that we'll be announcing. So I'm excited.
So,
I'm really thankful.
You have a lot going on.
Thank you.
I'm happy to see that you're keeping busy and staying relevant. And I know a lot of people are really excited about Death House. That's been getting a lot of buzz in the horror community.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an exciting one.
Gunnar Hansen's movie, yeah. That he tried to make for like 6 years. So.
Oh, yeah. Everyone misses him so
Everybody's
much.
In it. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. The cast looks phenomenal.
Insane.
Go ahead.
On the set, I was like, every day you had different, people walking in and out, It was cool.
That's awesome.
Toast fan every day.
All right, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. I just want to ask like one more question, just a random question. What's the last horror movie that you watched?
God, I watch so many, and I watch them all the time. Probably, what's the last one? I think the most recently I put on Hatchet.
Oh, yeah, I love Hatchet.
I'm a huge Adam Green fan. I was fortunate to do Scary Sleepover, his amazing series.
Oh, I saw that. It was hilarious.
It was awesome, and it was just their 10-year anniversary, and I'm a huge Victor Crowley fan. So yeah, I just love that movie.
That's awesome.
My husband and I were just watching it recently.
Cool. That's always a good pick. I love it.
Good,
Yeah.
I just saw Cabin Fever recently. I was watching
the original or the remake.
Yeah, the original. I mean, I've seen it a million times, but I threw that in.
Oh yeah, that's a crazy one.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Felissa. Oh, hey. Ask away. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Definitely one of my favorites. Dream Warriors.
Which is your favorite in the series?
Dream Warriors. The
What's that?
Dream Warriors. The third one, where they're all in the like mental hospital.
Absolutely.
That's a good one. I think that's definitely my favorite.
That's a great one. I'm partial to 2. So.
Oh, 2's a good one. I mean, there's really not any terrible ones in there, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, love Nightmare on Elm Street, love Freddy. There's this one movie called Sleepaway Camp that I really like.
Those ding-a-lings.
You're so awesome.
Wait, I have to play Fuck, Marry, Kill with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have to think of. Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Okay. Candyman.
Oh God.
Dracula.
Oh jeez.
And Chucky.
Oh God. A doll. Shit.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Okay. Oh, Candyman's so scary. All right. I'm gonna marry Dracula.
You knew it.
Yes, I have to. I love Dracula, especially Bela Lugosi's Dracula.
Oh, Bela Lugosi.
I love him so much. I guess I'm gonna fuck Candyman. As much as it terrifies me, I hope there's no bees involved.
But he's sexy. Tony's sexy. So.
Well, yeah, I kind of am thinking Tony Todd. I'm just afraid of like bees and.
I know.
Like, what if they were coming out of his mouth and stuff? Like, that would be really creepy.
I know, you're like.
Yeah. Okay. And I have to kill Chucky. He's out.
Yeah.
I can't deal with the doll. Can't do it.
No.
He's definitely out.
He's creepy. He's got that creepy factor.
He's creepy as heck.
None of the others do. Just Chucky.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. None of them are creepy. It's just the one. Are you gonna answer your own now?
No.
Like, nope, can't do it.
Okay. You're the best. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I would love to.
Yeah, let's definitely stay in touch.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Thank you. I can't thank you enough.
Likewise. This is just a love fest. Thank you. No, thank you. You're the best.
Have a great night. I'll email you tomorrow.
Sounds great. Bye, Felissa.
Bye. Bye.
All right, guys, that does it for my interview. How sweet is she? Thanks again to Felissa. That was amazing talking to her. And also a big thank you to Jay Stevens from Fright Crate, who basically facilitated this whole thing and got me in touch with her and allowed me to do the interview. So hope you guys like it. Comment down below. Say hello. Let me know what you thought. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.